Safe and sound within the halls of Hotel Oscar, small blazes still burn outside. To celebrate the start of spring, Hilma did a little bit of light baking, and she managed to clear a path to the northern fields. A 2-square wide path, wide enough for us to fit a cart. Ideally in the future, that's how we'll get that done. I'm kind of thinking about that at the moment. I wonder if we could hook up 2 dinosaurs, both Ryan and Sarah. That would be interesting. But those thoughts aside, there are other thoughts that come to the forefront of Hilma. Fighting that zombie dog yesterday, she realized she was getting a little rusty, and that's not a great position to be in. And so, it might be worthwhile setting up something of a gymnasium in here, somewhere where Hilma can hone her skills and stay nice and fit. And so, aside from making that root cellar, that is her goal for the time being. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Innawood. We're here with a cozy Hilma, and yes, a gymnasium. I feel like we could do with one. We actually nearly have everything we need to be able to make a training dummy, so I think that'll be the next thing that we end up creating. As to where we run this gym, the Hall of Memories could be a good spot for it, maybe down here, or alternatively, just up here where the other animals are at the moment. We could kind of shuffle them around. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. We are very weary at the moment, though, from having worked on this pickaxe for most of the day, and I have done some cleanup along the path. I've kind of gone out and I've just cut grass where I could see it, so it is nice and clear now. And kind of thinking about the vehicles, talking before about having maybe 2 dinos to be able to lead a big cars. I think that'll work when we're trying to transport a whole heap of goods. But it would be nice to have something that could move a little faster, and it got me thinking, maybe we could make something like a foldable bicycle, something that's, nice and easy, very, very lightweight, not meant for carrying things, but rather something that we'd be able to travel long distances with. Oh, I also did mark the map as well, just so we can see where our roads are going to be. Yeah, because unfortunately, that reindeer, I don't think we're going to be able to tame it. We haven't really seen any other dinosaurs that are faster than we are. A bicycle, that could go well. And you know what? If we make it small enough, we'd be able to pedal through the trees without too much trouble. It could be a really, really good scouting tool for us. And speaking of tools, the one other thing that I want to try and see if we can make is a tool belt. We're going to need to make a few leather pouches to be able to do that, but beyond that, we have everything that we already need for that. And I wouldn't mind maybe seeing if we could work on that before we get too tired. It is the evening at the moment, so we'll have to keep that in mind, and we are very weary, but just popping in for a second and having a look at the tool belt here. So we need to have some leather patches, so we'll need to cut up one of our hides. So let's do that first of all, I think we can actually do it from here easily enough. And what we're looking for is, one of the hides. We'll go and slice, dice, get the leather patches we need for that. And yeah, that's that. As for the leather pouches, we need 6 of them. And at this stage, we can make 2. What is the limiting factor in this? Right, it is the leather patches that are the issue. Well, we don't need the hides for anything else right now, so we could look at chopping up at least a few more of them. Yeah, we've got 2 more hides. We have some other cured hides. We haven't tanned them yet. So, yeah, we're going to go and disassemble these 2. And of course, that'll give us nearly enough. Yeah. Well, we don't save any time by batch crafting it, so we could start working on that. Well, we did have a fur pelt there that we could roll out, but unfortunately, I don't think we have any other tanned hides at the moment. Yeah, alas, we do not. Okay then, you know what? Let's have a look. All we need is salt and lard. And we got that. We got that tucked away in here, so we can start working on that, I think. Yep, tanning leather hide. Looks like we can do 5 at the moment. We do save some time doing it this way, so we'll start the process. We'll use the water that's nearby. We'll say yes. We'll pop back out here, and we'll start working on that. Okay, alright, got to 66%. We're extremely weary now, and we are tired, so it's going to be worth us going to sleep. We'll have some more of our meat pies, and we will call it a night. I think we're going to have more than enough light. Yep, 9 hours. Let's rest our head and good morning. The light is out, the sun has risen. Okay, so let's have some pies to start off the day. We'll have some clean water from the fireplace. And we're going to get stuck back into those hides first of all, because the tanning process does take a little while, so probably better for us to get that done before we dive into that pickaxe again. And there we go. Just like that, we have our tanning leather hides. And we're just going to leave them on the floor for now, just so that we remember that they are there. Yeah, we will be checking back in with those in, 6 hours is it? Done in 7 hours. Okay, noted. Let's have our last pie there. And we'll continue working on this pickaxe. It's going to take most of the day though, I think. There we go. Got it done. We have a proper pickaxe in hand. We're very hungry at this stage, so we'll just have a snack of let's see. Where is our pemmican at the moment? It must be a little bit further down the line. Or it's not there at all. Odd. Oh, no, it's there. It's just frozen. So we can't eat it at all at the moment. Okay, well, let's just maybe snack on some dehydrated meat for the time being. Now, we could start chipping away. Well, I think at the very least we want to see what we need to make a deep pit, eh? Or rather, maybe we can have a look at that. We can't dig beneath. No, that's not how it works. Oh yeah, we can totally dig a pit here now. Okay, right, we're going to stop that. We've started the process. It's 11% complete, but we can actually dig a pit there. Good, I'm glad. Now, I want to see if we can actually end up mining the fireplace like it has been suggested we attempt to do. Let's see. Yup, that's totally how it works. Huh, okay. Well, we got all of our rocks back with that. We're just going to go and shuffle them back into our big storage case here. We could do the same for the one that is downstairs as well. And you know what? We're going to have to shuffle things around here quite a bit because I wouldn't mind having the table there because it's going to help us when it comes to crafting. So yeah, let's just go and shuffle things about like so. And we'll grab this table and we're just going to have to, you're going to make this a little difficult, aren't you, my friend? Maple, let's go and we'll untie you for the moment. We'll just kind of lead you over here towards the others. We'll just tie you up down here. There we go. That'll be better. Okay, grab that table, shuffle it along. Excellent. And let's get that chair back into place. There we go. Okay, everything where it should be. Nice. I like it. We're actually in minimal pain at the moment. I don't know if that would have come from warmth or just from the work that we were doing. I cannot be certain. But you know what? We started this pit. I think we're going to see that through. And we're nearly halfway. We'll stop and just have something to drink. And hopefully stuff in here isn't getting too warm. Let's just have some nice raspberries there. There we go. Lovely. I guess we could close the door behind us. Yeah, that might make it a little bit easier. Oh, it's too dark. No, we need to be able to see. Oh, there we go. Got it done. We have a pit. A steep hole that could seriously injure something if it fell in. Yup, deep enough for advanced construction projects and possibly reach groundwater if constructed properly. It's good to know. We do have our well downstairs. I don't think we'll be changing that anytime soon. But yeah, we've got some rocks here. How many did we get? An okay amount. We'll go and shuffle that along as well. All right, it's nearly full at the moment, and that's just because we have quite a few logs in there. Yeah, we can fit quite a bit. Now, for the root cellar, what was it that we needed? Let's see. We actually have everything we need already. And supposedly, yep, we have the pit to do it. We'll use rocks, we'll use long sticks, we'll use the piles of straw, I think. Yeah, there we go. So, pile of straw. And yeah, we're getting this thing done. Just like that, we got ourselves a root cellar. Perfect. I'm very, very happy with that. So we are going to start using the root cellar when the stuff in here starts, becoming just cold and not frozen. So we'll keep the door closed more often than not. But yeah, we are gonna put some things in there. Ideally, I think while it's still cold out, we'll keep things just up here. But I think that's where most of our non-perishable stuff is going to be eventually, and the rest of the perishables will be in there. At least that's kind of how I see that working for us. Right, we got that out of the way. We're extremely weary now, and it looks like the sun has set, so we could look at just doing some light work, couldn't we? Yeah, well, to make the training dummy, one thing that we are going to need is a wooden panel. So let's just put this pickaxe away for now, and just have a look at that. What do we need to make a wooden panel? Okay, so pretty much just some nails and some planks. Okay, so let's go chop up a log. Yeah, we'll just move one from here. Probably worth us doing maybe two just for now. Okay, with saw in hand, let's chop some planks. Okay, there we go. We got that done. We got some splinters from that as well, unfortunately. So we lost a plank there, but we are tired. So I think it's probably going to be worthwhile us just going to sleep if we can. 4 hours left on this. I'm okay with letting it go out overnight. I think before we go to sleep though, I wouldn't mind cooking up maybe another pie or two. Yeah, let's just say 3 for now. Okay, probably quite tired after that, so we'll go and knock back what we can. It's saying we've got low calories because it's actually a new day today. But yeah, we're going to keep them for tomorrow. We are going to go get some sleep. Okay, well, we slept for a decent while there. I think, yep, the sun is most certainly up. Let's go get a log into the fire just so that we have some light going on. Get that thing started. And let's have our meat pie. Unfortunately, it's cold at the moment. We still get a fair amount of joy from eating it though, so that is not a problem. We'll get hydrated. Okay, alright, so what do we want to start working on next? Well, actually, first thing that we should do is roll out the hides that are on the ground. Yes, so we're just going to go through, do these one by one, and there we go. Done. So next step for them is going to be taking them apart, tanned hides, and we'll do that to 2 of them. So we'll keep 2 just as is for the time being. Let's start on those pouches. We do need 6 hours and 18 minutes. Okay, we'll start working on it. I don't think there's any chance we can fail this, so we'll do it as one group. We'll just work through it slowly but surely. And you know what, let's use the sinew, eh? I feel like it's almost always a good idea to stop halfway through just to make sure that we can get those calories up again and then get back to it. And there we go. We have 6 leather pouches, and I hope that we have enough patches left over to actually make this tool belt. And the reason why I'm wanting to make this, wow, it's going to take the rest of the day, but yeah, no, we'll do it. The reason why I think this is going to be quite helpful for us is that we should be able to keep most of our tools with us this way. We are going to have to sacrifice the scabbard, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make because we have our spear strap now, we have the quarterstaff on there, so that's going to be our main melee weapon. Right, so let's see, scabbard, you can go live in the cupboard now, and we'll go and wear this tool belt. So, having a look at that, let's just first of all make that T, just so it's easy for us to activate it. The maximum length it can store is tools of 70 centimeters, which is pretty good, and it can actually store a fair amount in terms of the weight of them. A liter of storage as well. I think we should be able to keep most of our tools on our belt, which is going to be handy just while we're around the home. In an ideal world, what I would probably do is create 2 separate tool belts, one for me going out and one for while we're here, but that's like a very far down the line thing. For now, we've got that done. I'm very, very happy about that. It's dark out, but we're only lightly weary and we're not tired yet, so we're probably going to keep on working. And the next step for us is working on that panel. 14 minutes. Okay, next to no time for us to make that. There we go. Right, so that should be everything, I think, for the dummy. Training dummy. Yeah, okay. Let's go for this one here. We'll use the log, that's okay. And bam, training dummy. And it's on the crafting table. So let's go wield this thing for now, I think. And you know what, I guess we could put it up here by the rock forge for now. Yeah, let's do that. Drop it there. And that's our training dummy. So I think if we jump into our practice, we can actually practice with it now, I believe. Let's see. Bashing training. Okay, so we need to have a cudgel or a quarterstaff. We've got a cudgel nearby. An armored training dummy or a training dummy. What do we have then? I figured we had a training dummy. Yeah? That's a training dummy. Okay, let's wield it. Oh, install training dummy. Okay, Right. It's too dark to construct right now. Alright, that's fine. Let's start up our oil lamp and give that a go again. Yeah, let's install it there. Okay. So I just dropped it on the ground before. I hope that we don't have to have this turned on. I suppose we'll see, won't we? Bashing. Yeah, we do need to be able to see. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. You know what? Let's have it outside. Yeah, because we can remove this easy enough, right? Maybe we can't. Can I deconstruct it? Yes, we can. Okay. All right. So we can move it around now. All right. Let's install this thing outside just so that we are going to be able to see. And you know what? Maybe that's a good spot there because we can pass through our shelter, but it's still under shelter, so we can train even if it's raining. Yeah. That's a good spot. So we'll leave that there for the time being, or rather we'll just go like that, and then we'll install it. Well, we needed a shovel. We've got that now, and let's get that hooked up. Okay, that should be everything for that. Okay, there we go. I will try and see if we can sort out an icon for our training dummy there, but hey, it's working for the time being. We got that out the way. We got our tool belt done as well, which theoretically means that I cannot store... Can I not store that on the tool belt? I guess the shovel is kind of big. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go through and grab a few things like the hacksaw, the hammer, take the screwdriver set as well, the rock drill. It's not super necessary, but sure. I'm not seeing the wood saw, so I don't know if we're going to be able to take that. We'll take the sickle. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, chuck that shovel down for now. Well, we got all that done, and we're not tired yet. We could start trying to work on a bicycle, but I think before we do that, there's something else that I want to try and see if we can tackle. I saw that we could actually add plates to our armor, our leather armor that we're using at the moment. We could try and make like full-blown chitin armor, but it's not going to be as warm. I don't think it's going to be as comfortable as our leather body armor. And we can definitely improve this. We can get it close to, and in some instances better than what chitin can do by adding metal plates to it. So first thing I'm going to want to do, just make sure that we don't lose anything from it, is just unload it. Make sure that we don't have any of that stuff actually in our armor there. And then we're going to jump into this, head across to armor, and let's see. It's going to be under suit and plated leather armor. So I don't think we're using any poorly fitting parts here, so it should fit us okay. This is thick leather body armor that's been reinforced with strategically placed metal plates. It's going to take 4 hours and 12 minutes. There is a chance we can fail because we don't have joint articulation yet or armor smithing. It's also taking longer because of that, but I feel like this is worth it. And another interesting thing is that I'm actually seeing the materials, like how thick the materials are, which that's something that I haven't seen before, so that's neat to see. Right, regardless, we are going to try and work on this. We're going to use some sinew, and there we go. Well, we're very wary, and I think I've just seen the sun rise outside. We didn't get tired. You know, sometimes you're just you got the flow. You're in a flow state. We're very wary, but yeah. We got that done. Okay, so let's have a look. We're going to wear this thing? Yep, wear plated leather armor. 90% coverage, the warmth is 25, bash protection of 10, cut protection of 10, and bullet protection. We've even got some acid and fire protection as well, which that's nice. And look at that, it's actually plated. We can see those plates there. Hell yeah. Our torso is very encumbered. That it is. And that's because of the backpack that we're using with the spare strap. When we're out there, when we're fighting, we will be dropping that backpack. We won't be fighting with it on because it's not going to be too helpful for us at this stage. Right. Well, that's good. Now, we do have our bronze helmet. And what's frustrating about that is it doesn't work with our gambeson, which is strange because the gambeson does say that it can be worn under helmets. So for whatever reason, it doesn't register that as a proper helmet. It's a pretty good helmet, a bronze helmet, don't get me wrong, but we might be able to look at something different, like a chitin helmet, because we've got a lot of chitin. A whole heap of chitin. The protection that we get from this is really good. Whether or not we would be able to get this to work, I guess it's because maybe the coverage on these is normal. That could be a reason why. But But then again, I guess if you're meant to be able to wear it under helmets, it should be good anyway. I guess the fact that we can wear it, maybe that's it. We can wear it, so that's okay, but we're going to have encumbrance problems. Yeah, it's a little frustrating. This I've meant to make for a while as well, the snow goggles, to help reduce the glare that we get from, well, when we're outside when it's super, super sunny. It's 3 hours for us to make this thing. It does slow actions down and it reduces how far we can, perceive while we're out and about. So yeah, we'll spend some time working on this. It's low intensity, so I think we should be able to do this just fine. We're obviously extremely wary at this stage and we are tired. That's just going to be how it's going to be. We're going to grab those snow goggles, keep them close at hand. And you know what? I think we've actually eaten all of our pies as well. Yeah. So let's make some more. We'll say we're going to make another 4. There we go. Even though we're extremely wary, we still got that done. We'll knock those pies back, put them in our pack. And now we need to start to plan out a new vehicle. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, we're extremely wary, aren't we? I was going to say we could go outside and just do a little bit of practice, and our oil lamp was turned on. Of course it was. Let's go reload that. Thank you. Okay, we'll pop our head outside. Okay. There's an aphid nearby. Can we plant yet? Let's have a look at that. Let's see if that's going to be possible. It's too cold, and it is midday, so yep, that ain't going to be happening. We should check on the mushrooms today, though. Let's take a gander at bashing. Yeah, so we do need to have, well, it says a quarterstaff. Let's just activate our spear strap real quick. Draw the quarterstaff. I'm guessing that doesn't count, huh? No, it doesn't, unfortunately. So we're going to have to go grab our cudgel instead. It's okay, it will still give us the relevant skill. Right, let's see. Bashing beginner. Okay, it's gonna take us a little bit to do this, or we can put it in our tool belt for now. Okay. Proficiency has increased to 2. Stop practicing. Yes, we will, just for the moment. We're extremely wary. We're quite tired now, Hilma. Let's have a look and see how far this can actually take us. It can take us up to 3, and you know what? We've actually unlocked some new weapon recipes, I think, under bashing. Peasant flail. Well, neat. I think we'll continue working on this for now. We are still able to do so, and we could keep practicing. I'm gonna say no for the time being, and we'll just check and see how that proficiency is looking. Bashing, okay, at 20%, so probably worth us stopping at that stage just so that we can have something to eat. And you know what? That aphid that's nearby, I think we're going to go and do something about that. Yeah, so let's have a look. Spear strap. Let's see. I actually want you to be the letter S because we aren't going to activate our sheath on our ankle that often for our blade. So let's just go to draw out that staff. What direction were you in, aphid? Okay, I think you're maybe to the north. Let's see. Oh, you're right there by the trees. Okay. All right, we're going to start making our way over towards you. Let's drop our pack just to make this a little easier for us if we can. There we go. Leave that on the ground. And I think we're probably going to have to run here to keep pace with you. All right. That didn't work out as well as I'd hoped. You see how far it can run in one swing. And this is us using rapid... Well, we're not getting rapid strikes, but yeah. Seemingly a little difficult to hit. But this is how we learn. And there we go. We actually did get a hit there. We quickly striked it for 15 damage. Okay, and I think at this point it's probably going to be able to outpace us. Fast little creature. Oh, nearly. Yeah, you know what? You get away. You get to live today. But we scared you off. Okay, here's the thing. We are extremely wary, which, that's going to make things hard for us. So that's fair. Hey, do I already have grass growing over here? Despicable. You know what? We can't actually cut it. We've got our sickle with us. I guess we don't. Yeah, I could have sworn we grabbed that. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, it was actually off towards the side, so it doesn't matter. Right, well, that's that. Put that staff away for now. Definitely want to get better with that. most certainly. It's nice to know that we can just walk past that as well. To the northwest, we have a regular aphid. All right. Okay. We might need a fence eventually. That or protective creatures. I suppose we'll see. The other thing that we are going to want to try and have a look at as well is making sure that we're keeping our athletics up so that our general fitness is going to be good. So let's have a look at that. Our athletics at the moment could be improved. So what we'll do is we'll just do some basic working out here. And obviously we do that by going into here. We're just going to do some sit-ups and whatnot. Stop practicing. Yeah. Doesn't take us very long to get that done, which is great. Oh, it's raining. A light drizzle. Yeah. So the next stage of working on athletics, we actually need something more than what we got there, huh? Athletics intermediate. So we need to have an exercise machine, gravity treadmill, a heavy punching bag. The punching bag is probably going to be something that we can make. Gravity treadmill, maybe. Let's have a look at punching. Nope. What about treadmill? Gravity treadmill, that ain't an option for us either. So all of those might be a little bit more difficult for us to make. Yeah, it's not weights or anything like that. Unless, of course, that's something that we make through the construction menu. Sometimes that's the case. Let's just have a look at heavy. Nope. And we'll just search for build gravity treadmill. Okay. So we can make that here. We need to have a bolt turning tool. We also need to have some plastic. Plastic, much harder to come by. But that's maybe a possibility for us. But yeah, I think that's the only thing. The only thing that we can make right now. We can keep our athletics up a little bit. The only way that we can really improve that just naturally, I think, is through swimming. Maybe. It would be good to have that higher because that improves our overall cardio fitness and stamina. So yeah, I would like that to be better, certainly. Now we do have more light left in the day. We don't have energy, but we have light. Let's pop downstairs and have a look and see how things are going down here. Okay, it's matured, but yeah, okay, right, that's where it was at before. So it's unfortunately not ready to harvest. I still haven't been able to track down any other mushroom seeds as of yet, so I think we must have planted all of them. I could have swore that we had some still just hanging about, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, no, that's not it there either. Okay, what's up here? The willow bark tea. Let's go grab those. Because, yeah, I threw them away in a state of rage. I can't forget that we've also got a huge amount of soil down here too. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I will, and we'll be sure that we don't accidentally drink or overdose on willow bark tea in the future. But if we have a little bit of pain, I think that will help us. Right, so we're extremely weary. That's okay. We can still do some light work. I don't want to push it too far, but I wouldn't mind trying to make a light foldable frame if possible, or see what we need for that. So we do need to have more nails. Okay, we need to have some more sticks. That's fine. We've got lots of long sticks, so we'll crack them and we'll make some planks. I think that's doable at this state. So we have lots of long sticks, so we're just going to go and crack up a few of those. Okay, so that's given us 12 sticks to play with there. Neat. Next up, we'll shift 2 logs down from here, and we'll work on this wood. I think the sun's set outside. Let's see. Yep. Okay, so we probably could go to sleep now, and it would be worth it. At the same time, we could just do one more log, couldn't we? All right, we're dead tired at this stage, so we'll stop. We'll take that as a warning. We'll finish our meat pies here, have some nice clean water, and we will call it a night. Safe and sound in our cave, just listening to the sounds of the rain. And good morning. We are getting a warning that we probably want to be eating some more calorie-dense food, so we're going to have a look at doing a little bit more chomping today. So we'll probably have a little bit more slices. So we'll try and have more slices of pie than we usually would. Right, we'll start off our day just finishing off the chop over here. Oh, it looks like we might have actually done that, or at least we don't seem to be able to continue it. That's okay, that's fine. Let's pop on outside, and we're going to try and see if we can work on that bashing technique of ours. We will keep on practicing. There we go. Okay. bashing level 3. Oh, let's stop there. Yes, we will stop. And we'll just leave that practice out there. Drink our clean water. Hang on, I think our pies are frozen. They have. Okay, well, they'll thaw once we actually make it back inside. We're lightly wary at this stage, but yeah, we've got a 3 in bashing now, which is much higher than we had with our cutting weapons, so we're quite skilled with the staff. Did we unlock anything new? Well, we did under practice. Okay, bashing intermediate. So we need to make an armored training dummy next. I see. And for us to do that, we need to have our training dummy back and, whoa, okay, a fair amount of scrap metal. Right, okay, so it's probably worth us keeping that together for now until we get to the point where we have all of that scrap metal. I guess it's worth us popping in, having a look and seeing what it takes to make scrap metal. Scrap metal. Well, we can get scrap copper, but we don't have scrap metal. I think what we can do to get scrap metal is just do more disassembly. Yeah, so the chunk of steel we can break apart into 5 scrap metal. So for us to get 150 scrap, that's a lot. That's a lot of metal. Okay, so that isn't going to be happening anytime soon, unfortunately. So we'll keep our training dummy together out there so that we can at the very least keep our bash skill up to level 3. Jeez. Yeah. Okay, well, back onto the bike project, I say. Let's see what we got. Right, it was nails that we needed to make next. Okay, so onto that. 3 hours, okay. Moderate activity. There we go. We got the nails we need. We're just going to go and quickly chuck some more wood into our wood pile, just so that we're going to be able to keep the light on. Actually, in saying that, yeah, we don't need to have the light on, do we? It's actually too warm in here for us at the moment. We can see that our torso is nice and hot, so much so that we're actually sweating. So yeah, maybe let's let the fire die down. We could actually extinguish it. Let's just see. Do we have anything burning in there at the moment? No. All right, let's extinguish it for now, and we'll just turn on our clay lamp. That's going to be a more efficient use of light and heat in here. Oh, and our pies are good for us to eat again, so we'll chomp them back. All of them, yeah, we'll get super full. Excellent. And now we can make ourselves a foldable wooden frame. So let's get that done. Excellent. And now if I just move these planks out the way, let's look at starting a vehicle construction here. We're going to start just to the side. Okay, all right. We're going to call this Mike. Mike the bike. Yep, it's our naming convention. It's not a great one. Hilma is creative in many ways. Naming, not so much. But that's also us as well, isn't it? It's the watchers. Right, so that's the first part of this thing. We're going to need a fair bit to actually make it into a workable bike. For one, we do need to have some kind of controls. Rein and tackle, not so much. I wonder, can we have a unicycle? Is that possible? I don't think so. Right, so we do have foot pedals here. We need a foot crank, and importantly, we do need to have a tool that has bolt turning. Okay, so we're going to need to make a wrench. We should still have all the materials that we need to be able to do that. And we're also going to need to try and make foot. Is a foot crank? Yeah. Can we make a crank? No, we can't. Okay. It's probably mechanics that's holding us back there. If I had to take a guess, our mechanics is lower than some of our other skills at this point. So yeah, you know what? Let's have a look at constructing a wrench. Adjustable wrench will take us 5 hours and 15 minutes to put together, but bolt turning of 2 and fine bolt turning. Yeah. All right, Hilma, let's make this thing. Okay, all right, we're going to be finishing this off tomorrow. The sun has set, we're tired, we're very weary at this point. Let's turn off our lamp oil. There we go. And I will go and have a little bit more of a munch. There we go. All right, let's lay down to sleep. And our athletics skill did drop down overnight, so I think we're going to try and see if we can improve that. Yeah, first of all, let's get a fire started. We are going to need to do a little bit of cooking here. There we go. Okay. I think we're going to go straight back into the pies. We could actually make some vegetable pies with the cattail stalks. You know what? I'm totally on board with that. Let's go and make 4 of them. Bam, done. Okay, let's eat that lovely pie there. Excellent. Old pie. So probably good that we did start eating those now, which also means that stuff was probably starting to unfreeze in there. We'll be sure to have a proper look at that. But for now, we're just going to do a little bit of light exercise, and we'll go and do the bashing outside as well before we finish working on that wrench. So first of all, we'll start off with the athletics beginner. We don't need to do too much to be able to get that back up. And then we are going to start working on the bashing. We're just trying to keep that up until it's increased. No. So if we just jump back into this, we should see, yep, bashing is staying up. It's a good way for us to stay fit, I think, just to do that first thing in the morning. Let's finish off that wrench, and that's a good step done. So we can make a foldable seat out of a sheet. You need to be in a seat or a saddle to operate vehicle controls. Yeah. So it looks like we're going to have 2 of these wooden wheel mounts. So one on the back, one on the front. We are going to need to make another square eventually as well. So having a look to see how we might be able to make a wooden wheel mount might be worth it. Yeah, let's have a look at that. Okay, so we actually need to have some wire, which is makeable. It takes a long while to do it. And we also need to have a tool with drilling. Now, we do have the rock drill, right? The primitive drill. I could have sworn that we did have one. That's weird. I swear that we grabbed that. Okay, so the rock drill here. That's just rock drilling. Okay, well, that's not going to help us, I think. So if we need to make a tool that actually has proper drilling, let's see what we'll need to do. So we'll search for drill. Okay, so a hand drill. Yeah, a makeshift hand drill. Okay, there we go. Phew. We need to make a pipe though. And for that, we need 2 chunks of steel and a bit of time. Okay, well, we can get those chunks of steel easily enough. We do have a hacksaw, so that shouldn't be a problem. If we just head on over to one of the lumps of steel that we've got, we'll spend an hour working at that to get the chunks that we need. Done. Okay, now onto the pipe. 2 hours and 6 minutes working on that. Hungry, so let's have some of our old pie. Delicious. And now we should be able to make that drill. Yeah, it's an hour and 3 minutes for us to be able to do that, but it's totally doable. We use some of the splintered wood that's nearby, and we've got ourselves a drill. Okay, so that's what we need for this wooden wheel mount. Next thing is wire. So that's one method for making wire. Do we have one that, is that the only way for us to make wire? Yeah, so it needs to be scrap metal, and we need to have our charcoal forge filled with charcoal. We should have charcoal nearby. Oh, it's using coal. Right. Okay, well, let's go take some coal out then, eh? Yeah, we got enough of it. Let's just say maybe take 1,000 coal. Oh, it's going to take all of it. I don't want to take all of it. There we go. Close to. Yeah, let's load it with that stuff there. That should be fine. That should be more than enough. Excellent. And now it's just scrap metal, which we know we can get by taking stuff apart. Looks like we're actually going to have to take apart another lump of steel first, because we don't have any chunks on the go. Oh, that's a lie. We do. It's actually in the dresser. Okay, well, we'll go and do that. That'll give us 5 for just this lot, which is enough to get started on this wire. It's 31 minutes, 34 seconds. It'll give us a wire. Let's do it. Okay, and that should be enough to do it. Now, it is only enough to be able to build one of these, I think. Yep, wooden wheel mount. Okay, let's make this thing. There we go. The first one is done. So we'll go and install it on this vehicle if we can. And you know what? We'll make it steerable. We'll make this the front of the bicycle. There we go. And we just want to have one more foldable wooden frame on the back here, because we can't have it all just on the one thing. We are also going to need to make a wooden wheel for it as well. Oh, and you know what? That increased our practical mechanics skill up to level 3, so we might have some new stuff. We do not. Okay, well, we could have been at level 3 mechanics before for all I know. So next up, let's have a look at wheels again. I don't think we want to actually try and make a regular bicycle wheel, because that'll be a little bit too difficult, I think. Yeah, because we can't make it from what we have at the moment. It says that it's suitable, so this wooden wheel mount is suitable for a bike or a motorbike wheel. It looks like we can still install all kinds of wheels on here. Oh, and weirdly enough, yeah, you can actually make a unicycle. It does have to be a bicycle wheel though, so that's not going to work for us. I think what makes things hard is that the wooden cartwheel that we can make is probably going to be quite difficult to pedal because it's heavy. It's like 4.5 kgs. I mean, that's not heavy, but it's heavy for a bicycle wheel. Because a regular bicycle wheel is only 1.5 kgs. I mean, you know what? It could still be doable. Thing is, I need to make cartwheels anyway for like our other cart. So yeah, we could try it out with this. I think it's maybe worth a go. We actually have everything that we need to make it right now. So let's try. There we go. We've got ourselves a cartwheel. Now, can we install it on here? Yeah, we can. Wooden cartwheel. Let's it will make it unfoldable, of course. Yeah, you know what's fine. We don't really need to fold this thing. But we have a wheel on this thing now. So we are going to need at least one more frame to get this to work out okay. I think we'll probably still make another foldable frame just because it's lighter. The light wooden frame is also light, but it uses ropes and it's frustrating. I mean, we could go put together a few cordage ropes, couldn't we? Yeah, maybe we'll have a look and see how long that would take us. Yeah, so we're gonna have to make a fair few of these short cordage pieces. And there we go. We've got everything we need to make a light wooden frame. So let's put that together. Oh, and of course to attach it, we are actually going to need, yes, another rope. Another short cordage rope. So I'm going to pop outside. I'm going to cut some grass and get the stuff that I need. You know what? Let's put on those snow goggles. Yeah, they're working nice. There we go. We got ourselves our rope. So let's go and install this thing here now. So light wooden frame. Could be handle. Pair of handles. You can mount other items on top of it. Okay. We'll just make it a frame for now, and we will have it go like that. There we are. Okay, so we've got the next part of our bicycle. So effectively, we will need to make another wheel mount and another cartwheel, but that's totally doable. First thing we would need for the wheel mount is the wire, of course. And we actually still have enough scrap metal, so we'll go and whip that out real quick, and then go make that wheel mount. We've got that done, so we'll install it. This one doesn't need to be steerable. There we are. Okay, let's get a wheel on it. Well, we need to make the wheel first, and we need more nails, we need more planks. Okay, we've got our planks, we're getting our nails. We are tired, so this is probably going to be a tomorrow thing. Yep, the sun is set. We'll go and have a little bit of a munch before sleep. Maybe make some meat pies instead of the other pies that have gone off, and we'll get back to this in the morning. Right, it's the morning, we're making our wheel. Let's get that thing attached. Wooden cartwheel, bam, done, just like that. So next up, we are going to need to have a seat of some kind here. We could go for that really, really basic one, just using a sheet. We'd have to weave together some thread to be able to do that. But the other thing that we're going to need for this is some way to control it. That, and we will need to have foot pedals, and we still don't quite know how we're going to make a foot crank yet. The only thing that I'm worried about here is that it looks like we are still going to need to weld the controls on. There doesn't seem to be anywhere around that from what I can see. So this might have to be a project that takes a back seat for the time being. Yeah, that, or alternatively, we focus on trying to get an actual cart working that we know that our dinosaur friends are going to be able to pull for us. You know, what I want this for is scouting, you know? I really do want to be able to travel longer distances and not have to worry so much about our stamina being an issue. Looks like we might just have to do that scouting on foot until we can find something that is going to be fast. Now, I remember Sarah being, about as fast as us. Oh, that's Ryan. So Sarah is a little bit faster, is about as fast as you. Oh, and Ryan's actually the same. So, yeah. So it's not going to really It's not going to help us, is it? Right, well, we did a little bit of work on a Frankenstein-like bicycle. We managed to get the root cellar built. We managed to make some plate armor, well, some plates for our leather armor. We even managed to make a training dummy so that we could practice our skill with this quarterstaff, and we're pretty good with it. We're strong, you know, but for us to be able to make other things, it's going to take a little while, and we're going to have to advance our technology further from where it is at right now. It is spring, however, and we can still do some harvesting in spring, mainly from the underbrush. The underbrush can provide us many things. It can provide us eggs, wild vegetables, and I believe we do have some shrubs around that might be underbrush or like classified as underbrush. Now, whether or not I've been clever enough to change some of these, I know that I have for some. We've got blackberries down there. I'm pretty sure it was over here. Ferns, underbrush. There we go. So, by the spiders. And, well, we could do some exploration around there, couldn't we? We do have the other cave over here that we can still work on. We did leave some resources there as well. There's that cave that we can collapse some trees around. We've got lots of options. I wouldn't mind, starting to create a pathway over to here. I think what we'll probably end up doing is going straight towards the Hickory Grove, because the Hickory Grove is going to be dead. We harvested it for a whole heap of salt. Now, I don't know if we dug up every single tree that was there, but for the most part, I'd be fine with us kind of burning our way through there. So that's probably where the path is going to go from, if I had to take a guess. So I believe that will be next time. Some more trailblazing, and we'll see maybe if we can get this cart built for our dinos. But yeah, and I'm not sure we can even connect it to two of them, but that would be fun, wouldn't it? Hey, you know what? Maybe we don't even need to go too wide. One wide might still work out for us if we can, create like a long snaking cart of sorts. Yeah. I mean, right now, does this say it has enough wheels? It does. It has enough to be able to move about. Well, who would have thunk? I'll do some brainstorming, don't worry. But as always, I'd like to thank you for joining me for another episode here with Hilma. Please do keep your suggestions, your recommendations, your thoughts and your theories flying on through. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.